What's up, Alan? Nathan Walker. I don't think we've met, but I wanted to kind of explain what's happening here. So, first of all, we live in Valparaiso. Valparaiso is like probably one of the nicer, just nicer areas, I guess, in Northwest Indiana. There's a subdivision here called Falling Waters. It's a subdivision, short version of it. Guy started developing it back in 2004. He put it's about a 400-acre piece of property here, and it's right on the edge of Porter County and Lake County. Porter County is overall better schools, just lower taxes, a better area. Lake County's higher crime, higher taxes, not as desirable to live. But anyway, so this guy built this. He started this development back in 2004. He put about right around 12 million in the infrastructure of the neighborhood. So we put in roads, sewer, water, electric. Everything was developed out to be a subdivision, a about 450 total acres of property that equated to about 350 lots, I think is what it originally was. He also had to put in a water treatment facility because there's no water there. They couldn't get Lake Michigan water. So this water plant cost about $8 million. So this guy's $20 million in debt on this infrastructure built subdivision, and then only sold about 100 lots total. So in 2008, he had only sold 100 lots. The economy started to kind of crash, and now he's stuck with this $20 million nut and only 100 houses that were built. So the property went into foreclosure, and the bank has been foreclosing on this for the last forever, basically. It's just been a long, drawn-out process. So. Short version of it, my attorney just acquired it. He's played football with my dad, been a family friend, my corporate attorney for many, many years. He bought it for basically nothing last year, and now it's an eyesore, it's a dead piece of land. People aren't super excited about it. The main reason is this. I wanted to illustrate this for you. This is the main entrance. So this is 109th, just to give you an idea. This is a road called 109th. This is a road called Division. Valparaiso, my subdivision runs right into Division. So Valparaiso, everyone kind of lives right here. For some reason, perception is everything in the world, but for some reason, the perception of this is that the only way to enter Falling Waters currently is way over here, right over by the county line. And as you enter it, you can see Lake of the Four Seasons and these other subdivisions. It's just made this a weird place. It's Valparaiso schools, it's Porter County, everything about it is good. The taxes are low, it's a great community, but it's always kind of struggled because I think the entrance is just at a weird location. So when you enter into the subdivision, all the development, all the houses that are in it are basically in this little chunk right there. So there's about 100 acres of developed houses, and then there's maybe a house or two kind of scattered out. My plans for this are to, and here's the other thing, the community has a very negative connotation to this. So realtors don't want to show houses. They can't give lots away right now because it's got a bad name. What I want to do is I'm going to buy basically this first section here. There's an entrance to the subdivision that's not used. It's kind of overgrown. There's an entrance to the subdivision off of Division, which now makes this feel like it's more Valpo. It feels closer to home. It's more desirable. We can avoid this busy road. We can avoid Winfield and these other subdivisions and create a brand new entrance to what we would rename a brand new subdivision. So this would no longer be called Falling Waters. It would have a brand new name. And what we would do is we'd start by developing about 30, we would call them middle of the line custom homes. Between 4 and probably 750 would probably be the price point. In Northwest Indiana, I'm selling flips for 175 to 250. So new construction, about the lowest you can get a good new construction home is going to be about 350 to 400. So my plan for this is to create a new subdivision with a new name that's accessible from Division. We'll avoid all that, completely separate ourselves from this other negative, development that's been there. The roads are there, everything's already there. Really all we would have to do, and I say we, I don't even have to do this, all I need to do is to convince the current owner that before I purchase a single lot, that they clean up that area, they put a new guard shack in, they put new roads in, repave just clean it up so that it's nice. Once that happens, this will be an entrance that goes about 400 yards or so of just driving through willow trees and ponds that would open up to a nice area of already wooded, really good size, like 1/3 to 2/3 acre lots. So that's kind of the idea from this. I've already spoken with local builders. That's the big thing, is that if I, and you don't know much of me yet, but I'm very influential in the area with certain people, and builders don't like this currently. I've already spoken with a lot of builders. I've had conversations with 4 or 5 of them, and they all say, if you can put me in on this side and you can give me a good lot, I'm all over it. The problem in Northwest Indiana is that there's just no dirt. People can't build enough, the builders can't build enough. So it becomes super appealing. I'm thinking that the lots in this area are probably gonna be, once it's all developed, they'll be 65 to 75K lots. I think to start, here's what my plan is. My plan is to take these first 30, there's 33 lots here to start with, and I'm gonna buy those 33, and I think I can buy them for about 330K, okay? My thoughts on this were to pay out about, if we used a 13% annualized, we pay out 26% over 2 years on this interest, which makes this about 420K when it's all said and done. So my cost to acquire this is gonna be about 420K, which means whoever loans on this, whether it's you or one of my other investors, there's probably 80 or 90K to be made in a 2-year period, just in interest on these 2 deals. My thoughts with this 33 lots are to give away 5. So I'm gonna give 5 lots away to my 5 top builders that I wanna do, that I wanna use. That'll leave me with 27 lots. 27 lots after those first 5. If I give them away again, and I don't mean actually like give them away, but if I sell them for about 48 to 50, which is like super low around here, the math on that puts me at about 1.2 million. After I pay her back, it's about 800K return. So it's there's a huge upside for me, a huge upside for you. The great thing is this first deal I think could be done in I think it could be done in 16 months. I have a builder that's already committed to 10 lots. I know a couple of these other guys will buy a couple here and there. I think I can launch all 27 of those lots within 24 months very easily, which would be kind of like our first round of this. I'd like to include in this a letter of intent to buy the remaining, because there's a total of 225 lots I think available. So I'd like to include a letter of intent to buy the other 190 lots, which at that point, you know, there could be a whole nother deal negotiated. So that's kind of my vision for this. You know, I guess at this point I'm looking for my advantage to having money or to getting funding. I have money to do this myself, to do some of it, and my attorney has already offered to basically carry the note on this. What I'm concerned about, and the reason why I would be open to paying almost an obnoxious amount of interest, in my opinion, for something like this, is because I would like to lock these down. I believe that this is going to be a big thing. From the guys that I've talked to, the realtor I've talked to, everybody gets really excited when they think that they could build new lots in the subdivision. My concern is that if I don't acquire them with your money or my other investors' money, that my attorney might get kind of excited about it too, and he might want to start selling some of the lots. So I'm willing to pay a premium for money in this case to acquire them, keep some of my cash to maybe develop a house or 2 on it. I think it's a good opportunity for us to all make money. So.